We begin with one of our undercard bouts, opening up the action tomorrow night. 4 rounds in the super middleweight division. Fighting out of Akron, Ohio, we have Steven Tyner facing off against the undefeated fighter out of Lynn, Massachusetts. 6-0, 5 KOs, Ronald Ellis. Ellis Tyner to the scales, 4 rounds, super middleweight division. Hoskins Zuski, please stand by. Hoskins Zuski, stand by. Steven Tyner to the scales. Steven Tyner. Can we have Zuski and Hoskins please report to the stage? Brandon Hoskins, Mikael Zuski, please report to the stage.
Please. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, first on the scale, 6 rounds in the welterweight division, fighting out of Hannibal, Missouri. With a record of 16-3-1, 8 of those victories coming by way of knockout, we have Brandon Hoskins facing off against the undefeated 17-0 with 13 KOs. Out of Trois-Rivières, Quebec, Canada, Mikael Zuski. Zuski, Hoskins on the scales. Ladies and gentlemen, first to weigh in out of Hannibal, Missouri, this is Brandon Hoskins on the scale.
So somebody needs to hurry up.
146 1/2 pounds, 146.5 the official weight for Brandon Hoskins. To the scale, the undefeated fighter out of Trois-Rivières, Quebec, Canada. The 17-0 Mikael Zuski on the scale. $149 1/2 pounds, 149.5 the official weight for the undefeated Mikael Zuski. Once again, part of a tremendous undercard taking place here at the theater at historic Madison Square Garden. Scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division, Brandon Hoskins facing off against the undefeated Mikael Zuski. Brad Goodman to the scales. Brad Goodman to the stage, please. Calling to the stage, Anthony Ferrante facing Isa Akberbayev. Isa Akberbayev facing off against Anthony Ferrante. Please approach the scales. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, next bout to weigh in, 10 rounds, cruiserweight division, fighting out of the mean streets of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 12-4, 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. We have Anthony Ferrante facing off against a man fighting out of Almaty, Kazakhstan, Isa Akberbayev. Undefeated at 10-0 with 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. First to weigh in, Anthony Ferrante out of Philadelphia on the scale.
I'm sorry. Are you going to be around later? I don't have it. My wife will work.
Mic check.
They don't have sound on stage either.
No, lo tengo en el canal.
That's great. Right? That's nice. Just make sure that was pretty.
Este no tengo problemas con este año. ¿Alguien me lo quito? No, pues
Just on the telephone. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, next bout to weigh in. Actually, next fighter to weigh in, fighting out of Almaty, Kazakhstan. This is Isa Akbembayev on the scale.
How much did the other guy lose?
¿Pongo el audio, viste? Sí, ponlo.
196 and 1/2, 196.5, the official weight for Isa Akbembayev. Once again, undefeated 10-0. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout, facing off against Anthony Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, one of our winners tomorrow night. 10 rounds, weight division here in the Madison Square Garden Theater.
What was Karate's weight?
Nobody, like...
Ladies and gentlemen, next bout to weigh in, 4-round super middleweight division out of Akron, Ohio. We have Stephen Tyner on the scales, facing off against the undefeated fighter out of Lynn, Massachusetts, Ronald Ellis. Ellis Tyner, 4-round super middleweight division. £170, the official weight for Stephen Tyner, 170. Currently the official weight. Ronald Ellis on the scale.
Sir, you gotta move out of the way.
168.5, 168 and 1/2, the official weight for Ronald Ellis. Once again, 4 rounds, Tyner, Ellis, super middleweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, calling our next bout to the scales, 8 rounds, super welterweight division. Out of Albany, New York, the 14-8 with 8 KOs. Mikey Garcia facing off against the undefeated fighter out of
You're fine. No, because I'm
if you love me, I got
I am.
thing up
Back here, looking fabulous.
Gentlemen, next fighter to weigh in out of Albany, New York. This is Mikey Garcia on the scale. $153 1/4 pounds, 153 1/4, the official weight for Mikey Garcia. His opponent, the undefeated fighter out of Passaic, New Jersey, Jersey boy, Clint Tapia on the scale. 153.5, 153 1/2, the official weight. The undefeated fighter out of Passaic, New Jersey, Jersey boy, Clint Tapia. Making 16-0, 9 KO records on the line. Up against Mikey Garcia of Albany, New York. Once again, set for 8 rounds, super welterweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout to weigh in. It is set for 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Out of Puyallup, Washington, we have Roger Cantrell facing off against one of the most popular fighters here in the New York City area. Out of Long Beach, New York, Sean Monahan to the scales. Monahan Cantrell, 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Once again, part of our prelims. For tomorrow's big show here at the theater at Madison Square Garden, Cantrell Monahan. 8 rounds, light heavyweight division. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Cantrell Monahan, 8 rounds, light heavyweight division. One of our prelims tomorrow night, a great night of boxing. One of the deepest cards in years here at the theater at Madison Square Garden. Roger Cantrell facing off against the undefeated Sean Monahan out of Long Beach, New York. Archibald Verdejo, please stand by. Archibald Verdejo, please stand by. Roger Cantrell on the scale. $184.5, 184.5, the official weight for Roger Cantrell. The undefeated 16-0, 10 KO fighter out of Long Beach, New York. This is Sean Monahan on the scale. $177.5, 177.5, the official weight for the undefeated 16-0, 10 KO fighter out of Long Beach, New York, Sean Monahan. Monahan Cantrell, once again part of our prelims tomorrow here at the Madison Square Garden. 8 rounds, light heavyweight division. Verdejo Archibald, please stand by. Verdejo Archibald, please stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout, 4 rounds in the lightweight division, fighting out of Bismarck, North Dakota. We have Tommy Archambault facing off against one of the most highly coveted Olympians to come out of the 2012 games, fighting out of Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, Felix El Diamante Verdejo in the second bout as a pro. Verdejo Archambault, 4 rounds in the lightweight division on the scale. Felix Verdejo, the 2012 Olympian representing Puerto Rico on the scale. $130.5, 130 1/2, the official weight for the ex-Olympian Felix Verdejo. Tommy Archambault on the scale. $129.5, 129 1/2, the official weight for Tommy Archambault. Once again, in the second time as a pro, one of the most highly coveted 2012 Olympians out of London Games, Felix Verdejo, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, facing off against Tommy Archambault out of Bismarck, North Dakota. One of our prelims tomorrow night here at the theater at Madison Square Garden. One of the deepest cards of the year to start off 2013, being brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with K2 Promotions en la cerveza Tecate, patrocinador oficial.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Mecca of Boxing, Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA. Tomorrow night, right here at Madison Square Garden, a world-class professional boxing event, a triple header, presented by Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing, K2 Promotions, along with Tecate at Madison Square Garden, and it's all live on HBO Boxing After Dark. Let's start the official weigh-in at this time with the main event of the evening. And first up to the scales, please welcome the #1 ranked featherweight in the world from Oxnard, California, 30 victories, 26 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Miguel Angel Mikey Garcia. 30 fights, 30 victories. Mikey Garcia from Oxnard, California, #1 in the world. 125.6, the official weight for Mikey Garcia. And now stepping onto the scales, he comes to us from Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, Mexico. 39 victories as a professional, including 27 knockouts. The reigning and defending WBO featherweight world champion, Orlando Salido, 126 pounds. We're going to bring challenger and champion to the front of the stage for the photo op once again. This will be the main event tomorrow night here at Madison Square Garden. Reigning and defending world champion Orlando Salido takes on the #1 ranked contender in the world, Mikey Garcia. Here you are, ladies and gentlemen, challenger and champion for the main event tomorrow night, Madison Square Garden, WBO Featherweight World Championship. Champion Orlando Salido, challenger Mikey Garcia. And next up onto the scales, ladies and gentlemen, the World Championship action continues. First on the scales, he comes to us from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. One of the top-ranked middleweights in the world, 21 victories, including 13 knockouts, only 5 defeats. Please welcome the challenger, King Gabriel Rosado.
I was just missing on the
From North Philly to be exact, stepping onto the scales, the challenger, Gabriel Rosado. 159 pounds for the challenger from North Philly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he's known as the Kazakh KO King, the undefeated WBA and IBO middleweight world champion. 24 fights, 24 victories, including 21 knockouts. Gennady Triple J Golovkin. This is the co-featured main event tomorrow night here at Madison Square Garden. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBA and IBO Middleweight World Championship. Challenger, Gabriel Rosado from Philadelphia, weighed into 159, stepping onto the scales, the reigning and defending champion, Gennady Triple G Golovkin. 160 pounds even for the reigning and defending champion, Gennady Golovkin. Once again, here is challenger and champion, 12 rounds scheduled. The WBA IBO Middleweight World Championship, Rosado versus Golovkin. And next, more World Championship action. Our third featured fight of the night to be broadcast on HBO Boxing After Dark. This will be the challenger. First onto the scales from Tijuana, Mexico. 30 victories, 29 knockouts. Number 1 in the world with the WBO, Juan Carlos Mini Burgos. Stepping onto the scales, number 1 ranked WBO lightweight in the world, Juan Carlos Mini Burgos. 129 pounds. Next onto the scales, the reigning and defending WBO Junior Lightweight World Champion. 26 victories, 16 KOs, only one defeat, from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. Roman Rocky Martinez. 129.5 pounds. 129.5 for the world champion. The remaining tickets are available at Madison Square Garden box office, all Ticketmaster outlets, of course. Once again, a World Championship triple header brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank, along with K2 Promotions, in association with Tecate, HBO Boxing After Dark, and Madison Square Garden. Challenger and champion, Juan Carlos Burgos and Rocky Martinez. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All the action begins tomorrow night right here at Madison Square Garden. A great night of boxing, a great undercard, and a 9:45 broadcast live by HBO Boxing After Dark. A World Championship triple header to kick off 2013 on HBO Sports.